Is it? Is audio?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're liking it. All right. Well, welcome to Dave and Justin. We're trying to figure out last minute, like lagginess type of stuff. I'm going to turn something back on. That lagged when I turned off the kids' Wi-Fi. Maybe they like poisoned my stuff, so I don't know. I'm going to turn off
That
all
is
my kids.
why they call me Justin Lagrange.
Lagrange. That's good. I'll take that all day long. Well, welcome to Dave and Justin. I'm starting the countdown right now. We have exactly 30 minutes to honor your time as you are entering into just a conversation between two guys. We kind of just say like two guys hanging out at a bar and you guys get to snoop on what we're doing, or in this case, two guys who cannot see each other face to face. And so we have to use this Zoom thing, no matter if it's a lagging or not. So thank you for joining us. Let's see who's joining us so far. Miss Regina has joined us. Just to say hi to Mr. Regina.
What's up, Miss Regina?
There you go. All right, Miss Stephanie is
That was
here.
really good.
And Julie Shoptaw is here. And by the way, we have to do this right in the bit of time because we have prayer time at, what time's prayer time? 7. Yeah, 7. So, all right. All right. Well, we're going to start this conversation out with showing you a video that Justin. By the way, anybody else here that want to say hi to Justin real quick? No, I just keep getting text messages. Okay.
Keep blowing up, man. You're popular.
No, I know, guys, it's me. So, anybody else here that wants to say hi to Justin real quick before I show you an interesting video that Justin showed me after our conversation? It is very interesting, for sure. So, Justin, would you actually think there's like a 30-second delay? So you and I are having a conversation, and then they have like a 15-20-second delay. So anybody else saying hello? If not, we'll just chat. Okay. So Justin,
for the best.
Can you give me? Well, I'm gonna. Well, Joanne says hello. Aaron Fisher, hi, Internet Killer. Internet Killer. Who's the Internet Killer? I don't know. Aaron. Okay. So, Justin, let me show you this video. Hopefully I can get this up so that everybody can see it. So, let's see if I can do this right. And then, Justin, afterwards... Okay, so here's the conversation. Last Tuesday, we were talking about raccoons or something. Oh, no, we're talking about cats, I think. I don't know what we're talking about. But then, Justin, all of a sudden, you jumped into the conversation. And you said that you have raccoons, right? You have raccoons.
Well, yeah. we don't have their presence in the vicinity. Yeah, we don't have.
Well, I don't know. According to this, let's see. So Justin sent me a video that evening after our conversation. I watched it and I was speechless, literally speechless.
Well, I tell you had questions. I could tell you were like, what?
I did have questions for darn sure. And this is a 2-minute video. Let's see if I can get it up on the screen. And I'm afraid to see what this video is. So, Justin, I'm going to show the video. They cannot see it. You will not be able to see it. But let's see if this works, Justin. All right.
All right. So this is Reese. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. I'm good. Don't worry. It's Memorial Day. Yeah. It's Memorial Day. I know. And this is Finn. Finn. Yeah. Good job, bub. I know. Kind of spooked you. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Here you go. Here you go. I got you. I got you. Come on. I got you. Good job, bub. Good job. Good job. Good job. Oh, you ate all the others? All right. Well, get you a little more here. There you go. Good job. Yeah, and it's crunch berries too. There you go. There you go.
They're big fans of Captain Crunch
Good job.
What in the world?
Good job.
with crunch berries.
Reese is looking like
And the other one's just waiting for you.
You heard that. I got you. I got you.
Just been so. What the crap?
This is our lives.
All right, Justin, we're back. Okay, so you have to explain this craziness. Explain that the best you can, because that is just.
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty simple. It was like a year
that's
ago.
That's not simple. That's like crazy.
Well, no, yeah, it was about a year ago, and yeah, there was just two little baby raccoons that seemed to be kind of orphaned, and they kind of were wandering around, and so I was like, well, you look hungry, and so I tossed some food out, and then just eventually over the course of a year kind of got to the point where they'd come up and take it out of my hand, and then now we have a particular spot, now it's the designated area, so 8:30, 8:45 rolls around, and that's the feeding ground, and they're awesome. I can pet Reese.
Is that the one on the ground or the one on the roof?
Up top. Yeah. She eats up top, Ben eats on the ground.
I'm just okay. So here's a couple of comments about Amanda Smith said, "So cute."
Get ready for the rabies.
Yeah, Amanda, cute, but like rabies infested things.
There we go.
All right, there you go. And then
no, they're not. They don't all care.
So Rhonda says, "I can't believe they're doing that. That's awesome, but watch out because they'll bring the whole family." Have you seen any other babies or anything?
Nope. No, I think Reese probably has pups. But,
yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those where after she's done feeding, she goes off, does her own thing, and yeah, Finn kind of sticks around a little bit because he's like, "Is there any more?" But yeah. No, they're just cute as can be.
That is insane. That is like crazy. I'm when I saw that and I showed Rachel, we were just like, we shook our head, and that just said, "That's just Justin. That's just Justin and Megan wanted to save the world, one animal at a time."
The great part is, though, it's like, I mean, we butt up to the woods, so it's, they're all raccoons and possums and deer and everything are, always around. But it's one of those where like honestly, everybody's trash can just used to get like broken into, I mean, regardless, just, there'd be stuff strewn everywhere. And ever since we've been doing this, it's great because it's like one of those where even checking with the neighbors, it's like, have you guys had like your trash strewn around a lot? And they're like, no, actually, probably for about the past couple months, maybe even a year. We haven't really had anything. It's like, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You just loved your neighbor. That's what you did. Yeah. You loved your neighbor.
We do it for the kids. But yeah.
Somebody said the one on the ground doesn't look very old. Is that true?
No. Yeah, they're both like a year and a half old, probably.
So when you said pups, you really saw babies, basically.
Oh yeah, they were
really
just little guys.
Dang. Well, so the next book that I read that talks about loving your neighbor, I'm going to have to contact the author and said, you know what? My boy Justin, he really loved his neighbor by feeding raccoons so that the neighbor's trash didn't be destroyed. Well, thank you, Justin.
That's exactly why we started doing that.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
So, okay.
We didn't.
I just had to get that off my mind.
It's the whole all creatures great and small. We're,
but they're raccoons.
We're not doing it close to the road or anything, it's keeping it back there, keeping it contained, keeping it real,
Yeah, Aaron said
keeping it wild.
One thing for sure, you got great garbage disposals.
Yeah, it's awesome. We waste not, want not. And whenever we do waste, they want.
And Stephanie said that you do the same thing. So good for you. All right. So, Justin, how was your day? I forgot to ask how your day was because ultimately I was very intrigued by this insanity of yours. So,
Was that I forgot. Is the one that was the one that I just sent you, right?
yeah, that was the one you just
That
sent.
was, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember if I was petting
Yeah. So
racing that one.
the first one was not. The first one was not both of
Okay.
them. What
Okay.
I know. So
Nah.
yeah. So all right. So how was your day? So let's shitty chat for today now because that was insane. Okay. So how was your day?
Speaking of chitty chat,
Yep.
gosh, man, there was yeah. Everybody decided to call today. It was one of those. It was one of those days. Which again, it was nice to have an extended weekend. It was great, and obviously, the reasons for having said weekend are rooted more deeply than grilling out and beer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah, so
So what did you do on Memorial Day?
Yeah, on Memorial Day, I played disc golf with the neighbor.
So you play frisbee golf?
By the way, let me hang on.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, how's everybody doing? I'm glad that you all joined for Justin and Dave, but Justin is not here. It's now Dave and a chair. It's a frisbee.
This is a frisbee,
Yep.
but it's not a frisbee, okay? Because frisbee is actually a trademarked name from Whammo.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of like a Kleenex and a tissue. Kleenex is a brand name, so hand me a Kleenex. You know what I mean? So they can't. This is a disc.
Okay.
So frisbee disc.
So why are they different sizes, and why are they shaped that way? Yeah.
This is like a rubbery kind of a thing. This is all plastic. Always going to be plastic.
So which one throws better?
Well, this definitely, just because you can control it better.
Okay.
Because it's smaller. It's also thicker. It's a like I said, it's the rubbery.
But it's still a frisbee. It's a frisbee. See, exactly. It just doesn't have the ridges. It's still a frisbee. You're never going to. I will call that frisbee golf all day long because the frisbee,
but
a disc that floats.
They technically can't call it frisbee golf.
I'm going to call it frisbee. Name. I mean, they're not going to sue me for calling it a frisbee.
That's why they went with disc
frisbee golf. I got you. I can read that. It says frisbee golf.
And this is also approved by the Professional Disc Golf Association.
So there's actually an association.
Oh, dude, it's an actual sport. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Is it Olympic worthy?
If you want it to be.
Would you put it in the Olympics?
No.
No,
because I wouldn't make the cut.
Okay.
But yeah, no, and I don't think that would be like, dude, seriously, Brad and I see you guys out on the course all the time.
Brad, your neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I mean, and it's dudes that get up there and they're throwing stupid, crazy, winding around the trees and getting, and it's like, you need to find yourself a girl, mate. That's it's
well,
like,
that's probably why they're there. They're there to try to find a girl.
Yeah, that's like a 1 to 10 ratio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's all ages. You see people that are in their 60s and 70s that are out, and it's one of those. Whatever.
So
like
let me ask you this extremely important question. All right. Here's the important question. You ready? Why have you not invited me out to go play frisbee golf?
Because of your constant making fun of the sport, I assumed you didn't play. So
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just clarifying what it is. Oh, golly. So one of these days, you're going to have to invite me to go play frisbee golf with you.
Watch it. Got it. Yeah, no, I totally would. I totally would. I have like the one disc. So you're gonna have to like
You need more than one frisbees.
not. I mean, it's good to have more than one.
You have two right there with you.
Yeah, one's a frisbee though.
Oh, see,
That
but
wouldn't-
see,
I wouldn't.
I will just leave it right
The wind
there.
the wind too light. It's too light. It's not very aerodynamic. The wind would just take it. It would just be done.
Well,
know.
wouldn't that be just the best part of it? Okay, well, we
Okay.
digress because I expect and next time we play
Random.
frisbee golf, let me know. Okay, yeah, random conversation. So other than playing frisbee golf on Memorial Day, did you grill out or anything?
No, no, we didn't do that.
Okay.
What did we do? I mowed a little. We kind of just cleaned house, did some grocery shopping. That was about it.
Yeah, we
That was
kind
about
of.
it. Oh, you're losing everybody, Dave.
Oh, I know.
You're losing everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, type in the comments how many people just yawned because Dave yawned.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, if you just yawned because I just yawned, go ahead and go and say yes or something in the comments. Let's find out. There was a remember that show MythBusters back in the day?
Yeah.
They did an episode on yawning.
It is
And
contagious.
It is contagious. It really is. Absolutely.
You know what I used to do whenever I was in college, if I thought this was back before I met Megan. Okay, so freedom to walk about the cabin. But it's what I used to do if I thought that like somebody was checking me out or something like that, it's like I think she was checking me out. And then I'd like wait till I felt like they were looking at me and I'd be like and then I look and if they yawn, then I was like, oh yes.
Then I can go. So that's how you met Megan.
No. we met under much different circumstances.
Have you
And it was
shared that
meant to be.
story? And have you shared
Meant
that
to be.
story with us? And is that something that you want to randomly share with us, or is that a conversation after asking Megan for permission?
Oh no, not at all. That's a long conversation. I don't know. Yeah, we can say that.
We're down to about 13 minutes.
Yeah, we can say that for another time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So,
Quality.
what is something that's on your mind
Yep.
for today? Just a random thing. What is the first thing that comes to your mind with this random thought? Oh, by the way, you think about that? So for Memorial Day, we did nothing basically. I worked on my sermon, got that done, came home, ate lunch, and then we worked on that backyard. My beautiful wife went outside like for 3 hours in the heat, hot sun. Didn't think anything of it. Came back.
Yeah,
inside.
neither one of you are fair skinned either.
Oh
I
no!
don't see why that would be an issue.
Oh snap! Rachel came back, and I'm looking at her right now, and she's blushing. Well, no, that's the sunburn. I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to put this lotion on her back. I mean, it's as bright as like for reals, like super like bright red. I mean, it's like really bad, and it's like 17-degree burn or something like that. But she planted flowers. I was so proud of her. She took one for the team. She planted some beautiful flowers. She just mulched the backyard. So all this crazy, stupid yard work, which I hate, because plants come to die at the Whitmore's house.
I heard she really loves gardening. I heard that's like one of her main passions. So that's great. I'm glad she got to really experience joy
Oh my gracious me!
in the way she loves to do.
The joy was that we got to go to bed early because we were both tired. That was the only joy out of planting. And yard, yeah. So not
Yeah,
happy.
dude. I played we played Saturday morning, played disc golf, and then me and another buddy of mine played golf on Saturday, and it was like the entire day, and it was so hot, so windy, so sunny, and like I really did. Like we said earlier, I went from I went from pasty to South American.
Yeah.
In a
Oh,
weekend.
have you ever done that genealogy thing to find out like what
No.
type of person thingy you are?
No, Dave, because I feel like I know what kind of person I am.
Well, what type of person are you?
I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. Yeah, multiple. No, I think my parents have.
Okay.
I've never really inquired that much. I know like Belgium is in there.
Yeah, I can
then,
see
like-
some European in you for darn sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is better than European on you, I tell you. But still, yeah, good times. What are you guys? I'm assuming completely
European
British.
on you. That's good.
Sorry,
Oh my gosh.
sorry.
Okay, what was your question? Sorry, what?
We'll try to keep it PG.
Yeah, so you I didn't hear anything you said. Okay, go ahead. What?
Yeah, it's all good. No, what are you? I'm assuming you guys are what, like British, Welsh, that kind of a thing.
That I don't know. Well, I have.
Somewhere where people don't see the sun. That
I don't know. I think there's some German. I think there's some German in us, but because of our nose and our ears, they're just so blooming big. So I don't know if there's like some Jewish or some. I don't know. Right? What am I?
Siberian.
Rachel just looked at me and said that I'm basically stereotyping people because of my big nose, big ears. But okay, so I don't know. So
That's cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
We come
I
from
do
the,
know my
Mr. Potato Head line.
my mom on my. She's my stepmom, but my mom. But she is from Holland, so I don't know if there's any connection there. I don't know. There's no connection there. Okay, so I don't know. All right, so we're down to 8 minutes left. So. That's all random, but what is one thing that is on your mind that you just want to chit-chat about for the last 8 minutes?
I will tell you something.
Please do.
I don't know, this past weekend, it was like something that I just kept thinking about a lot. You always hear forgive and forget. And that's honestly, that's just something I think I pretty much kind of live by. Unless it's wasps, I don't really forgive or forget them. But
he's gonna come attack you.
He's gone. But and seriously, like I honestly I can't think of anybody that I like have a grudge against or like have any sort of animosity towards. And I guess if you have to think about it longer than just a little bit, it's really not that big of an issue. But so forgive and forget is kind of a big thing with me. You get a new day every day. But I think the part of that doesn't get enough emphasis, especially in the church culture over centuries, is the give and forget part of that.
Okay.
And it's Matthew, what is it? Which is kind of funny. That was the other thing I was thinking about over the weekend. I was like, man, it's just interesting that like whenever you and I talk, especially what this is, the platform it is, and who we are, and what it's about, we like rarely, if ever, like bring the Bible into what we're talking about. Like,
sure.
It was kind of neat. I was like, it's kind of ironic.
So that's neat that we don't care about the Bible. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, so I'm just
totally
articulating
not
what people might be thinking.
Interesting.
I
interesting.
know what you're saying, but just to
It's
clarify,
ironic. It's
Okay.
ironic that we don't bring the Bible, that quote scripture and that that kind of a thing. That's, for what this is, it's kind of interesting. It's like, but anyway, Matthew 6, which is basically the whole, hey, whenever you do any act of servitude, whether it's giving financially, whether it's giving of your time and your aid, whatever you can, do it and never talk about it.
Yeah.
Never talk about it again. And there really is something to be said for that. It's like, I listened to a dude in Schnucks, and I hope he's not watching this. Actually, no, I hope he is. I hope he is watching this. But I listened to this guy in front of me in the checkout line, which was 8 miles long. But I listened to him just have this conversation with the lady in front of him because they were there. And then he just starts going in about all this charitable stuff that he does, and just that he does this and he does that, and and it's like that instantaneously becomes not you glorifying God; it's you glorifying your own dang self.
Absolutely.
And you're doing it so that you can just. Look at me. Look at the graciousness I have bestowed upon things and worship me and what I've done. I mean, that's like what that sounds like to me. And it's like, if you really read, and I think it is Matthew 6, like the start of it, it's like, do your awesomeness for the glory of God, and then don't ever say anything about it.
Absolutely.
And I think the reason is because it's one of those, like, you obviously are in a good enough spot to where you can provide something for somebody else. If it's put on your heart to provide something for somebody else, be of service, be of servitude, be that servant. If you have enough of whatever it is to where you can be a servant for somebody else, then obviously once you do that, let them tell the story and make it their story.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not your story to tell. It's 100%. Their story to tell if they so choose to tell it.
1,000%. 1,000%.
That's the best word of mouth for God is people that aren't necessarily believers. It's people who aren't or are on the fence, and then all of a sudden have something happen to where they go, you know what?
Absolutely.
That's
because whenever somebody starts glorifying themselves, Christian or non-Christian, it's an amazing turnoff. It really is.
Oh, completely.
And you can say God bless all you want to. At the end of it, it's not. It's like, no, God was not blessed in that. I was blessed, and the person who was saying it was the one who's blessed. Absolutely. And I struggle with that with this this neighbor ticker that we have. Because I struggle with that. The ticker that's Catalyst. If you don't know, we have this ticker thing that if somebody does a random act of kindness or whatever, they put it on there, and it's anonymous. That's the joy of it. It's anonymous, so nobody is glorified in it. It's just kind of like a spur each other on. So yeah, I'm with you, buddy. I really am, and I think it's an issue with pride. And you're right. If it was Matthew 6, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, as well as don't let your goodness be known before men. Just like the Pharisees and the Sadducees did. So yes, sir, absolutely.
That's it. It was just listening to this dude, and it was like, I'm sure this guy is way more well off financially than I'll ever be. I'm sure of it. I'm also sure that he's done great things for people, and that's all well and good. But it's just the whole, man, that it's the intention behind it. It's the, why are you doing something good?
And do you think that's kind of like an insecurity, that they don't want to get down to their own issues or their own stuff, so they cloud it up with it? Or do you think it's just a bunch of, I guess it's a case-by-case thing. I don't know. But it's really weird. Right. It really is.
Being a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
That was and that's like actually, no, I'm not even going to say it. Never mind.
Okay, so we are down to 1 minute left. Justin, what would you encourage somebody that might be struggling with that type of lip service to self, what advice would you give them? You literally have 1 minute, go.
What are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? If you're truly doing it for the glory of God, God knows everything you do. And he also knows all the crap you've done, you know, and he's going to take all the crap you've done and all the good things that you've done, and he's going to put them in the same box, and he's going to close it and lock it. He knows you. He knows you. This is you. So yeah, it's one of those great. You do something good. If you're doing it for the glory of God, God knows you did it. So there's no reason to bring it up to anybody else.
So basically, shut up and let God be glorified, right?
Yes.
But I
yes.
like what you said. Okay, 17 seconds. So I really like what you said with the fact that if we just pass it on, just love people and move away, give, and then don't share with anybody. And all we have to do is says, hey, Jesus loves you. Leave it at that. And then by doing that, they will know that a Jesus follower did X, Y, and Z. And then the word of mouth, positive word of mouth is excellent. So, all right. So thank you, Justin. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this day. We're going to honor our time to right at this 6:30 mark. So we're right at 30 minutes. Justin, by the way, if you are just tuning in, you got to go back after we press a stop. You got to go back and watch the raccoon video. That's all I'm going to say. Just at the very beginning, watch the raccoon video.
My baby trash pandas.
Actually, Joe Ellington, I just put it up there, said trash pandas. Joe Ellington, trash pandas. There you go. So, do you do that nightly?
Yeah, it's every night. Every night.
Yeah. Let's just say I won't come over to your house at night. I'll be bit and have rabies and die.
Between the 8:30 and 8:45 mark.
Really? My goodness me.
We're trying to move it back though, because obviously the sun, it's out longer now, and we don't want that going on whenever it's the light outside. So we're pushing it back, and it's a complicated mess, but it's my mess.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. With that being said, Justin, thank you for your time. We'll do this again next Tuesday, and we're excited to jump into a brand new, whatever the snot we want to talk about, conversation. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody watches this anyway. But if you do, thank you for watching two weirdos on the Random Tuesday talking about random, stupid stuff. And if you're encouraged, great. If not, you can always unsubscribe. Actually, they're not subscribing because they're probably on Facebook. I don't know. Nobody's on YouTube right now, but I don't care. All right, after I said that, our numbers just went, okay. So with that being said, thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic night. We're going to do prayer time here at 7 o'clock. So join us for that. All right, God bless. Have a good night.